interesting and amazing stories about corn. Corn is considered one of the world's 3 major crops alongside wheat and rice. Among these, you might assume that the most widely produced crop is wheat, used for making bread, pasta, and dumplings, or rice, the staple for preparing meals, rather than corn. However, corn holds the title of the most produced crop globally. While this might seem surprising, considering its use in cornflakes and various cereals, popcorn, corn cheese, and other foods, the primary reason for corn's high production is not human consumption but its use as livestock feed, industrial raw material, and processed food ingredient. It is particularly notable that more corn is used as livestock feed than for human consumption worldwide. Corn is cheaper than rice and wheat, and even corn unsuitable for human consumption is rich in nutrients, making it an excellent feed for livestock. This means that even if we do not consume corn directly, we indirectly consume it by eating beef, pork, or drinking milk. Some even claim that half of the water content in our bodies can be traced back to corn. A plant with extraterrestrial origins? There's a fascinating legend that corn might be a plant from outer space. The first mystery of corn lies in its seeming design for human cultivation, as if extraterrestrials handed it to ancient humans as a food source. Unlike other plants, which have evolved to spread their seeds through wind, animals, or by bursting open their seed pods, corn's kernels are tightly wrapped in husks. Even if the husk is removed, the kernels remain firmly attached to the cob. To propagate corn, humans must peel the husk and plant the kernels, as the plant cannot naturally disperse its seeds. The second mystery is that no wild plant closely resembling corn exists today. Scientists believe the ancestor of corn is a wild grass called teosinte, native to Central America. However, due to its vastly different appearance, even experts were initially skeptical about this connection. For instance, while corn grows tall with a single stalk, teosinte has multiple branches. Corn kernels are large and exposed, whereas teosinte kernels are small and encased in hard shells. Moreover, while corn's kernels remain attached to the cob, teosinte seeds fall to the ground upon ripening. So how did teosinte evolve into corn? Genetic changes played a role, but its adaptability was key. A paleobotanist once cultivated teosinte in 2 separate greenhouses, one mimicking modern climate conditions and the other replicating the climate at the end of the Ice Age. In the modern climate greenhouse, teosinte grew as expected. However, in the Ice Age greenhouse, 1 in 5 teosinte plants displayed characteristics similar to corn. Furthermore, when the seeds from these corn-like teosinte plants were sown in conditions resembling those of 10,000 years ago, about half exhibited corn-like traits. This adaptability allowed corn to spread across the Americas, thriving in various environments as a lowland, highland, tropical, and temperate plant. Corn's unmatched productivity. The third wonder of corn lies in its astounding productivity. Corn spread across Europe and Asia after Christopher Columbus landed on American shores in 1492. At that time, the yield ratio of wheat, Europe's staple grain, was about 1 to 5, similar to other grains like barley and oats. In contrast, historical records from the colonial era claim corn's yield ratios ranged from 1 hour 70 minutes to 1 to 150, and even up to 1 to 800. Today, corn remains the most productive crop in agriculture. This exceptional productivity was a cornerstone for the rise of civilizations like the Maya, Aztec, and Inca empires. Despite lacking advanced metalworking, wheels, or draft animals like oxen or horses, these societies constructed 20 to 30-story buildings in cities rivaling Europe's at the time. Some even attributed these achievements to myths of Atlantis or extraterrestrial intervention. However, scholars explain that it was corn that made these civilizations possible. Adding to its productivity, farming corn required relatively little labor. Indigenous peoples in Latin America reportedly needed only 50 days of work per year to cultivate corn, roughly 1 day per week. This freed up labor for other endeavors, enabling these societies to thrive without relying on metal tools, wheels, or draft animals. Corn was so central to their lives that it was revered as a god. According to Mayan mythology, gods first tried making humans from clay, but they crumbled. Then they tried wood, but the result was stiff and unintelligent. Finally, they created humans from corn dough, and only then were they satisfied. Corn held a special place in everyday life as well. Indigenous peoples would blow their breath onto corn before cooking it, encouraging it not to fear being boiled. Fallen kernels were quickly picked up, as leaving them on the ground would cause the corn to lament and report to the gods. Corn's role in history. Historian Fernand Braudel noted that corn's abundance and the resulting rural prosperity contributed to theocratic and overly authoritarian states in Central and South America, such as the Aztec and Inca empires. However, these empires eventually fell to European colonizers in the 16th century. In North America, corn saved the lives of settlers, including those at Jamestown and the Pilgrims aboard the Mayflower, thanks to the knowledge shared by Native Americans. Corn's versatility made it invaluable to settlers. Its husks were woven into mats and thread, the stalks and leaves were used as animal feed, and the cobs served as fuel or even toilet paper. In fact, the term corn hole, a slang term for the anus in the United States, originates from this practice. Corn's history is as rich and varied as the civilizations it sustained, offering a fascinating glimpse into humanity's reliance on this remarkable crop. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.